Bipolar rollers, welcome back. I know I've done a lot of videos on bipolar and relationships, but I want to talk about having a healthy relationship with someone who has bipolar disorder and how to spot if the relationship is unhealthy, and if either person sees red flags, then it may be time to consider ending things. People with a diagnosis of bipolar disorder, they experience extreme shifts in mood that can result in manic or depressive episodes. Without treatment, these shifts in mood can make it difficult to manage school, work, and even romantic relationships. Now, it may be difficult for a person who hasn't been close to someone with bipolar disorder to understand certain challenges. While bipolar disorder may present challenges, it doesn't define your partner. So mental illness does not mean a constant state of debilitation, but rather there could be episodes of more difficult times. That's important to know. You're not bipolar all of the time. There are times. Even if there's a period of more struggle, the goal would be to get them back to a stable state and maintain that. So the disorder also has positive aspects, which is why bipolar people can be rather charming. People with bipolar disorder may exhibit high creativity, at times high energy that allows them to be original and thoughtful. Now, you should note that many CEOs have bipolar disorder and they share these attributes, which is why they do so well in business. While the disorder has no cure, treatment can effectively manage symptoms and help to maintain stability. This can make it easier to carry on relationships and promote long, healthy partnerships. However, it's also possible for a relationship to be unhealthy even when one partner's bipolar disorder symptoms are effectively managed. Some people may face challenges that make it difficult to be in a relationship. Here are some things to consider if you're thinking of ending a relationship with a partner who has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Now, it's possible to have a healthy, happy relationship with someone living with bipolar disorder. I can't stress that enough. However, there may also be specific signs that you should take a look at your relationship. Several signs may suggest an unhealthy relationship, particularly with a partner who has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Some things are feeling that you're always a caretaker in the relationship, experiencing burnout, sacrificing your life goals, values, and needs to be with your partner, feeling unsafe or scared in a relationship, feeling consistently anxious or stressed about the relationship, and experiencing guilt and fear about ending the relationship. Now, your partner stopping their treatments or medication could also be a cautionary sign for the future of the relationship. Also, as with any relationship, you should never feel that your partner is putting either you or themselves in danger. Unhealthy signs go both ways. I know this from personal experience. A person diagnosed with bipolar disorder may see red flags from their partner too. A partner who is stigmatizing and very negative about mental health issues, which is unfortunately fairly common, may be a difficult partner to have. They may be often condescending or dismissive of you, saying things like, "You don't really have bipolar disorder," which can undermine your treatment. For a partner diagnosed with bipolar disorder, this may mean it's time to look at another relationship. So, there are several strategies you can try to preserve the relationship. First, remember why you're in the relationship in the first place. You probably got involved with this person and picked this person because there are a lot of things that you like and love about this person. So, I suggest educating yourself about bipolar disorder to better understand the condition. It also helps to learn to recognize the signs of depression or hypomania so that you can advise your partner to talk with their healthcare professional if needed. I also recommend encouraging your partner to continue treatment and taking any prescribed medications. Sometimes when people have been stable for a while, they're sort of like, "Oh, I don't think I need any of this anymore." Been there, done that. So usually that's a bad idea. You can also support your partner by offering gentle, non-judgmental supervision and guidance and encouraging healthy behaviors. Healthy behaviors for people with bipolar disorder include getting sufficient regular sleep, which is important. And if you notice your partner's missing sleep, there's a good chance there's a manic episode coming up. Using minimal substances like drugs and alcohol. Simple daily mood tracking. Practicing self-awareness. Taking medications as prescribed. And additionally, I suggest that your partner identify 3 trusted people to check in with. You may be one, if they're feeling off. You got to let those people then provide an average sort of score and say, "Hey, yeah, you're a little hot-headed or you're a little down or whatever they may offer. So some other tips are you should immediately reassess any relationship that's become threatening and take care of your safety. Beyond that, if unhealthy signs continue or grow worse, it may be time to think about ending the relationship. So I advise against breaking up when your partner is having a manic episode. A lot of times I think there's nothing that you can say that will convince the other person of anything if they're really on the mania side. The biggest thing I think actually is to delay the breakup if that's happening and just have a cooling off period. After that, don't make big decisions unless your 3 identified and trusted friends have said that you're in an even place, and that includes the relationship. If you do break up, make sure your partner has emotional support. If you're able to connect them to a mental health professional, that would be helpful. If you have the contact information of their therapist, you may leave a message, although be aware that their therapist may not be able to talk with you due to Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. You can leave a message with their therapist saying basically, we're breaking up, I know this will be hard and I want to alert you to that. I also advise paying attention to any signs of suicidal thoughts or intentions. There's a 2014 research review that around 25 to 50% of people with bipolar disorder will attempt suicide at least one time. If a person in any circumstance makes a threat of suicide, that is an emergent situation. You should take away any means that you've seen currently available for them to do that and take them to an emergency room. That's a concern even if you're breaking up with them. So try to be understanding. You can attempt to be as supportive as possible during the breakup. But some people may not be receptive because they feel rejected. They may not be capable of working through a relationship ending in an effective way, and mature closure may not be possible. So by all means, please try to be kind and not overbearing, and realize that once you're ending the relationship, your kindness may not be welcome anymore, and that's okay. Don't take it as a personal attack. Acknowledge that how the other person reacts and their ability to maintain even a superficial or polite relationship after a perceived rejection may be inherently limited and beyond your control. Do try to be compassionate, but be ready to have that compassion rejected without taking it personally. So, any breakup is likely going to be difficult, especially if you had a long-term commitment to your partner. This situation may lead to feelings of guilt. If you start feeling guilty when the reality is that you have not made the commitment the other person implicitly expected, your guilt will trigger anger, depression, etc. in both partners and yourself, and the other person will make it worse, most likely. Work through your own guilt as much as possible before, during, and after the breakup. You'll also take time to heal. Do your best to learn from any relationship that didn't work. It's always good for you to review for yourself why you chose this person. What was the draw for you? Is that something that in retrospect you feel good about, or does it fit some pattern that hasn't been good for you? Just try to learn from a relationship that didn't ultimately last and understand more about yourself in that regard. Now, that being said, you can absolutely have a healthy, happy relationship with a partner who has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. The condition may bring both positive and challenging aspects to a relationship, but you can take steps to support your partner and help them manage their symptoms. If you notice unhealthy signs in a partnership that aren't improving, you may consider breaking up. You may try to be supportive during the breakup, but don't take it personally if they don't accept your help. As with any relationship, focus on learning from the experience as you move forward. And that completes our video for today. It's been wonderful talking to you, and I hope that you learned some things. And as always, my bipolar rollers represent.